They say silence is loud, but they never tell you how heavy it is. For the last 3 weeks, my phone has been silent. No emails, no frantic texts asking where the quarterly reports are. No 6 a.m. calls from my father asking me to fix a mess my brother created. Just silence. And then, this morning, the silence broke. Not with a whisper, but with a scream. My brother, Marcus, left me 14 voicemails in the span of 20 minutes. My mother sent a string of texts that started with, "We need to talk," and ended with, "How could you do this to your family? How could I do this? That's rich." I'm sitting here looking at a news alert on my laptop. Henderson Logistics loses historic $850,000 contract with Sterling Tech. That's my family's company. Well, it was my company. In spirit, if not on paper. I built that deal. I nurtured it. I spent 2 years of my life making sure every detail was perfect. And today, it evaporated. Gone. They think this is about revenge. They think I planned this to hurt them. But I didn't. I just did exactly what they asked me to do. They told me I wasn't needed. They told me my brother was the leader. So I walked away. I just didn't tell them that the $850,000 contract was walking away with me. Let me back up. You need to understand the dynamic to understand why this hurts so much. Henderson Logistics is a family business. My father started it 40 years ago with 1 truck and a lot of grit. I grew up smelling diesel fumes and old coffee. While other little girls were playing with dolls, I was organizing my dad's filing cabinets by color and date. I loved it. I loved the order of it. Then there was Marcus, my older brother, the golden child. Marcus was charming. I'll give him that. He had that varsity jacket smile. He was the captain of the football team, the guy everyone wanted a beer with. But when it came to work, Marcus couldn't organize a 2-car funeral. He barely graduated college. He spent his 20s finding himself in Europe on my parents' dime, while I was here, getting my MBA at night and running the operations department by day. I worked 18-hour days. I missed my best friend's wedding because a shipment got stuck in customs. I haven't had a vacation in 5 years. I modernized the company. I brought in the digital tracking systems. I fired the dead weight. I turned us from a struggling local carrier into a regional powerhouse. And through it all, my parents just nodded. "Good job, Elena," my dad would say, without looking up from his paper. "You're such a helper, sweetie," my mom would add, patting my hand like I was a child who just cleaned her room. But when Marcus came home 2 years ago, broken board, it was a parade. The prodigal son returns. They gave him the title of VP of Strategy. Strategy. The man thought logistics was a type of math. I spent the last 2 years cleaning up his messes. He'd promise a client next-day delivery to Alaska in a snowstorm. I'd have to charter a private plane to make it happen so we didn't get sued. He'd offend a vendor. I'd send the apology gift baskets. I did it because I truly thought, that I was earning my place. Dad was getting older. He was talking about retirement. I thought the sweat equity mattered. I thought the numbers on the balance sheet, numbers I put there, spoke for themselves. And the crown jewel of my work was the Sterling Tech contract. Excitement creeps into voice. This was the big one. An $850,000 annual contract to handle the distribution for a massive tech giant. It would double our revenue. It would put us on the map. I courted Mr. Sterling personally. He's an old school guy. Tough as nails. He doesn't trust salespeople. He trusts operators. He trusts people who know the weight of a pallet and the cost of fuel. We bonded. We spent months going over logistics. He told me, to my face, "Elena, I'm not hiring Henderson Logistics. I'm hiring you." I should have listened harder to that sentence. It happened last month, Sunday dinner. The whole family was there. Roast beef, green beans, and a thick tension in the air. My dad tapped his glass with a fork. You know the sound. Ting, ting, ting. "Attention, everyone," he said. He was beaming. My mom was practically vibrating with excitement. Marcus was sitting there, looking smug, swirling his red wine. "As you know," Dad started, "I've been looking to step down. The company needs fresh blood at the helm. Young blood." My heart started hammering in my chest. This was it. I had just closed the preliminary talks with Sterling. The company was in the best shape it had ever been. I sat up straighter. I was ready to accept the responsibility. "It wasn't an easy decision," Dad continued, looking around the table. His eyes slid right past me. "But we need a leader who projects strength. Someone with charisma. Someone who can carry the Henderson name forward." My stomach dropped. "Charisma? So," he raised his glass, "I am proud to announce the new CEO of Henderson Logistics. My son, Marcus." I felt like I'd been shot. The room went blurry. I could hear clapping. My mom was clapping. "Oh, Marcus, you deserve it," she squealed. I just sat there, frozen. Marcus stood up, buttoning his jacket. "Thanks, Pop. I won't let you down. I've got big ideas, big ideas." I looked at my father. "Dad?" I whispered. He looked at me, almost surprised I was still there. "Now, Elena, don't look so glum. We have a plan for you, too." "A plan?" I managed to choke out. "Yes," Mom chimed in. "Marcus is going to need a strong right hand. You'll stay on as head of operations. You're so good at the details, honey. And you'll report to Marcus. It's perfect. You can help him learn the ropes." Help him learn the ropes? Report to him? I stood up. My legs were shaking. "I've been running this company for 5 years, Dad. I built the Sterling deal. I modernized the fleet. Marcus doesn't even know how to log into the inventory system." "Elena," my mother snapped. "Don't be jealous. It's unbecoming. Your brother is the man of the house now. It's natural for him to take the lead. Clients prefer dealing with men at that level. It's just business." It's just business. That phrase, it echoed in my head. I looked at Marcus. He was smirking. "Don't worry, sis," he said condescendingly. "I won't be a hard boss. Just make sure you have those Sterling contracts ready for me to sign on Monday. I want my name on the final ink." That was the moment. That was the exact second the love for my family died and was replaced by something cold and sharp. "You want to sign the Sterling contract?" I asked quietly. "Yeah," Marcus said. "I'm the CEO. I sign the big deals." I looked at my parents. "Is this final?" "It is," Dad said, his voice hard. "If you can't support your brother, then maybe you need to take a few days off to cool down." "Okay," I said. "Okay." I didn't scream. I didn't flip the table. I just grabbed my purse. "Where are you going?" Mom asked. "We haven't had dessert." "I'm full," I said. "Good luck, Marcus. You're going to need it." The next morning, I went into the office at 4 a.m. I didn't steal anything. I didn't delete files. I didn't plant a virus. I am a professional. I packed my personal belongings, my framed degree, the cactus on my desk, the picture of me and Mr. Sterling from the golf tournament. I wrote a resignation letter, short, professional, effective immediately. I placed my company laptop, my keys, and my access badge on the desk. And then I did one more thing. I called Mr. Sterling's personal line. It was early, but he's an early riser. "Elena," he answered. Everything okay? Mr. Sterling, I said. I'm calling to inform you that as of this morning, I am no longer with Henderson Logistics. Silence on the other end. Then, what? My brother has been named CEO. I have resigned. The brother? Mr. Sterling grunted. The one in the shiny suits who tried to sell me NFT logistics. That's the one. And he's handling my account? He's handling everything, I said. I just wanted to thank you for your trust, Arthur. It meant a lot to me. Elena, he said, his voice low. You know the terms of our preliminary agreement, right? I do, I said, smiling for the first time in days. But my brother doesn't. He never reads the fine print. I see, Sterling said. I could hear the smile in his voice. Well, take care of yourself, Elena. I have a feeling we'll talk soon. I walked out of that building as the sun was coming up. I felt light. Terrified, yes. I had no job, no income, and I had just severed ties with my family. But I felt free. For 2 days, my phone blew up. My parents called me ungrateful. Marcus sent texts ordering me to come back and stop being a drama queen because he couldn't find the password to the payroll server. I blocked them all. Then came Monday, the day of the signing. I wasn't there, obviously, but I have a friend in accounting, Sarah. She told me everything. Apparently, Marcus rented a limousine to pick up Mr. Sterling. Flashy. Expensive. Totally not Mr. Sterling's style. They get into the boardroom. Marcus is sitting in my dad's old chair, feet up on the desk, acting like he owns the world. My dad is there, beaming with pride. Mr. Sterling walks in. He doesn't sit down. Marcus slides the contract across the table. Ready to make some money, Artie? Artie. He called Arthur Sterling, Artie. Mr. Sterling didn't even look at the paper. He looked at Marcus. Where is Elena? Oh, her? Marcus waved his hand dismissively. She moved on. Couldn't handle the pressure of the big leagues. But don't worry, you've got me now. The upgrade. Mr. Sterling stared at him. Then he looked at my father. You let her go. It was a family decision, my father said. Marcus is the future. Mr. Sterling reached into his briefcase and pulled out a single sheet of paper. This, Sterling said, is the letter of intent we signed 3 months ago. Clause 4, Section B. Marcus blinked. I must have missed that part. I'll read it to you, Sterling said. His voice was ice cold. This agreement is contingent upon the direct oversight and management of Elena Henderson. Should she leave the company or be removed from the project manager role, this agreement is null and void immediately. The room apparently went dead silent. That's not standard, Marcus sputtered. It is when I write it, Sterling said. I don't do business with logos, kid. I do business with people. Elena is the only person in this building who knows what she's doing. Without her, you're just a liability waiting to happen. Mr. Sterling ripped the $850,000 contract in half, right in front of them. You lost the best asset you had, Sterling said, and you lost my business. Good day. He walked out. Sarah said my father turned purple. He started screaming at Marcus. Marcus started blaming me, saying I sabotaged him. But the reality was crashing down on them. Without that contract, they had leveraged credit lines they couldn't pay back. They had hired new drivers they couldn't afford. The house of cards was falling. That was this morning. Now let's go back to those voicemails. Beep. Elena, it's Dad. Look, there's been a misunderstanding. We need you to call Mr. Sterling. Fix this. Beep. Elena, it's Mom. You can't let your brother fail like this. It's selfish. Come back and we'll let you be Assistant VP. Beep. Elena, it's Marcus. Call Sterling. Tell him you're still consulting or something. He won't listen to me. Pick up. I listened to every single one, and then I deleted them. Because here's the final twist. The one they don't know yet. An hour ago, I had lunch with Mr. Sterling. He's investing. Not in Henderson Logistics. He's investing in me. We're starting a new firm. Boutique Supply Chain Management. Lean, modern, and efficient. I'm the CEO. I have 51% ownership. He's bringing the clients. I'm bringing the brains. And our first contract? That $850,000 distribution deal. My parents chose tradition over talent. They chose a son over a daughter because that's how it's done. They thought I was a cog in the machine. They forgot that I was the engine. I'm not angry anymore. Honestly, I'm grateful. If they hadn't betrayed me, I would still be sitting in that cramped office, making them rich while they patted me on the head. They pushed me off the cliff, expecting me to fall. They forgot I knew how to fly to anyone listening who feels overlooked, who does all the work while someone else gets the credit. Don't wait for them to give you the crown. They never will. Build your own kingdom. And when they come back begging, let the silence speak for you. Thank you for listening to my story. It wasn't easy to relive, but it was necessary. If you've ever dealt with toxic family or been underestimated in your career, let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your story. And if you want to see more stories where karma finally comes calling, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. It helps us share these truths with the world. This is revenge beyond love. Sometimes, walking away is the ultimate revenge.